to London Place as we bring you one of the top clashes of the week. Isipathana College, the defending champions and the unbeaten tournament favourites, take on the Antonians from the Hill Capital. It will be a very interesting game today here at the London Place because both teams will want to make sure that they go with the maximum points they possibly can to take away from this one. 6 points on offer for Isipathana College, who had a perfect record, whereas the Antonians have suffered a loss, shocking loss at the hands of the newcomers into the party. So they will want to make sure no mishaps are made in the closing stages of the tournament. Joining me in the comment box is Hisham Hamid. Hisham, a very good evening to you.
Very good evening, Sudarshana. So, atmosphere building up here at Longden Place. Crowds slowly making their way in. Both teams still in their warm-ups. Isipathana still with a full-strength team. I think no changes from the team that played against DSN Anayaka. Hashen Randimal still on the sidelines with an injury. So young Kodituaku takes his place again for this game.
Weather forecast for today, it has been consistent. Despite it saying partly cloudy, it's nice and clear skies here at the London Place. So hoping for good running rugby, and both these teams possess just that. They can run the ball from anywhere, and tactically as well, how these two coaches go against each other. They played against each other so very much, and will be very, very interesting. Isipathana College going through their final preparations before the game. Last week, this is what happened. End of week 4, Isipathana College won their game against DSN Anayaka College. We were there, Hisham, at Havelock Park. It wasn't, it didn't feel like it was as comfortable as the score suggests, 22-6. Trinity going down to the Peterites, 10 points to 22. Peters being denied the bonus point. Trinity will be upset that they couldn't get anything from that as well. Royal hitting the ranks in the second half of that game. First half, 3-all against Zahira College, but second half it was a different Royal side collecting that victory, 44 points to 3. Vidyartha College got a last minute win against Dharmaraja College, 29 points to 22. Kingswood again suffering a massive defeat at the hands of the Josephians in Palekale. And Wesley College going down to the Antonians, who came to Colombo last week as well, and at Royal Complex getting a victory with the slenderest of margins. That's how the last week panned out for all these teams. And end of last week and as of yesterday, this is how the points table looks like. On this side, no changes this week, so far this week. Isipathana College right on top, 4 games played. They've taken the maximum amount of points on offer, 24 points, clean slate. DSN Anayaka now in second, having played 4 games. They have 17 points, but the Antonians, St. Thomas's and St. Joseph's still in with a chance to try and book that second place. And if Anthony's can get that win, they will go to 17 points, but they will be concerned about the number of tries they want to score as well. St. Joseph, it's a must win against the Thomians. They have already lost 2. They can't afford to lose anymore. St. Thomas's will be hoping that they can win back Lady Jadalaka Trophy. That's in Mount Lavinia. If you're interested in that one coming to you on channel number 119. Wesley and Kingswood, though are really struggling still, not being able to get a win to their name. In Group 2A, it's a different story. Royal College and St. Peter's look like comfortably going through. Royal securing 19 points out of their four games with 4 bonus points. Peterites, on the other hand, have played 3 and are with 16. So these two teams are the teams who can really put on a challenge against Isipathana in the second round, even if they go through, because the massive difference of 5 points rather between Royal College and Isipathana College is going to tell a lot come the last weeks. Zahira College 11 points, Vidyartha 11 points, still in with a chance, but Dharmaraja, Trinity and Science chances are looking very, very bleak for a second round position. The two top point scorers of Dialog Schools Rugby League 2023 are featuring in this game. Rene Silva from Isipathana College with 31 points, playing at the wing. The deputy skipper has been instrumental for the Pathanians. Antonians, on the other hand, are led by their front man, the talismanic fly half Sahan Ketasiri, the skipper, also featuring as one of the top point scorers of the league. Two men have found their way to the line more often than the rest. Navin Marasinghe getting 4 tries and Isipathana also getting 4 tries and are leading the top try scorers of Dialog Schools Rugby 2023 after week 4. As the league heats up a spot already closed in week 5. These are the other games that are being played. St. Thomas's against St. Joseph's, that's on Dialog TV channel number 119. Royal taking on Dharmaraj, Zahira Peters and Trinity taking on Science. All games live on Sri Lanka's number 1 sports hub, www.thepapare.com/live. If you just type onto it, it will direct you to the games, and these are available on all social media platforms as well. That is in Sri Lanka. Well, what we'll do now is we'll go for a quick commercial break, but when we come back, we will have the action of Isipathana College hosting Antonians here at CR&FC.
Cheese of the yalu set the smiley but the nava. On a vela because not kama hit the fix venava. Sarah Kamati, I was a Pura with the Sarai Lava. Calypso makes it on a vela, can I Mayanava. Born in life at a breakup, Karagan salsa and the bar. Lulu with the onion kick, the full happening on a bar. Ratatamarasa bedin a manji rasabalakaya than Alut Vela.
Hey, have you heard about Z?
Easy. KYC.
Easy.
Mobile banking. Crazy.
Education loans and salary advances.
Amazing. Introducing the Digital Youth Account. NDBZ. NDBZ from NDB Bank. The future is banking on us.
ඕගොල්ලෝ තෙන්නේ ඉවෙන්ට් එකට ඩ්‍රෙස් කෝඩ් එක black.
Black? No problem. නව වැඩි දියුණු කළ Dandex Active Climbasol පළමු සේදීමෙන්ම ඉස්සොරි ඉවත් කරයි. ස්වභාවික සාරයන් හිස පෝෂණය කරයි. නටමුද?
No problem.
හැමදාම Dandex නම් හැමදාම no problem. Dandex හිස නිදහසේ ඉදිරියට.
Colombo, beautiful outside and inside.
ඕනම දෙයක් කරන්න විදියක් තියෙනවා. ඒ තමයි තමන්ගේ විදිය. ජීවිතය අත්විඳින්න, ආත්ම විශ්වාසයෙන් නැගී සිටින්න. බෝල්ඩ් ඔපම වෙන්න.
Colombo, beautiful outside and inside.
ඕනම දෙයක් කරන්න විදියක් තියෙනවා. ඒ තමයි තමන්ගේ විදිය. ජීවිතය අත්විඳින්න, ආත්ම විශ්වාසයෙන් නැගී සිටින්න. බෝල්ඩ් ඔපම වෙන්න.
Hey, have you heard about Z?
Easy. KYC.
Easy.
Mobile banking. Crazy.
Education loans and salary advances.
Amazing. Introducing the Digital Youth Account. NDBZ. NDBZ from NDB Bank. The future is banking on us.
Your embrace so warm with one more bite of Revelo for sunshine. Don't wanna miss this pouring rain, pleasing my soul. more bite of Revelo for love.
හිත තාලනට වෙන වන්නිනිම වින්නුනා සරදාවී අතනාරි කොක්තුමී පන්තමා කොක්තුමී පන්තමා
Prima Kottumi Pantamai.
Enjoy the infinite possibilities of the freedom of space, inspired by the beauty of our land. Sri Lanka's finest finished, largest sized porcelain tile collection. Majestica. Lanka Tiles. Fine living redefined.
සරබකපුනා අසතිප පයරුණා සරදාවී අතනාරි
Welcome back to the live action brought to you from London Place as we're ready for this anticipated encounter where the defending champions are taking on the Eagles from the hill capital as the green machine is ready to roll at the middle of Longden Place. Great crowd here at the London Place. Hisham will come to that, but the Antonian team card out Kodwala Galanga Senarat Rashid Gamage Pille Shenuka Kotowila Jude Riolano making up the top 8. Oshan Gunaratna, who's been impressive so far this season. He's wearing a jersey number 9. Keita Siri, the skipper. Ravindu Velagadar and Tiran Maridas will be the centre combination with Sujit Rodrigo, Roshan Kumara, who's found his way thrice so far this season to the try line, and with Mohammad Amjad at the back, Disanta, Agita, Akish, Deshan, Omita, Chiranta, Ravindu and Randir the bench for St. Anthony's College. The hosts not making many changes. Fernando, Senarat, Tarusha, Mihisara, Dodangoda, Abdullah, Gamage and Nisaja Jayavir coming in to the number 8 jersey. Gamage coming into the number 7 jersey in the place of Eroshan. Costa, Kanishka, Koditawa, Kobote, Zumri, Vinay Silva and Khalidu Silva. That set of backs who like to get their way around makes the starting 15 for the Patana camp. Lasita Rehan, Damhiru, Situpa, Shakib, Avishka, Gesandu and Chamidu making up the replacement for the Antonians. Plenty of fans here at London Place for this game. Hisham, we know Isipathana like to try and pack the stadiums, but seemingly there is a large Antonian crowd here at the London Place. Match officials for the day, Ravin Alexander, the man in the middle, with Pradeep Indik and Chamara Siambala Pitya assisting him on this side.
The ground condition is perfect and both teams are going to enjoy these conditions. Of course, the Antonians will be wary about the humidity of the ground today. But of course, led by Sahan Kirtisuri, Anthony's do have a deadly set of backs. It's just about how they click together as a unit, which will decide for me if they can topple this Isipathana outfit. And they've certainly got to be on the top of their game if they are going to create an upset today.
Yes, how you start is going to be absolutely crucial for the Eagles, who will look to start strong. You need to try and put pressure on this Isipathana outfit. Try and deny them of possession, which they love to have, which they enjoy having. And when they have possession, they're a very, very dangerous unit with so many game breakers across the field from left to right. So the Antonians need to try and play it close, keep it close to them and be disciplined with possession.
Another interesting fact will be St. Anthony's will be without one of their regulars, the prop forward who got that red card against Wesley last week. He's not been able to play today. He is being replaced by number 16. I believe that's Sasindu.
Here's Kanishka putting the ball up. Good high-hanging kick. Nobody wanted it from the Antonians. So Isipathana will pounce on the ball. Opening exchangers, looking to run wide straight away Isipathana, but have thrown a forward pass, so referee will come back to the initial advantage. No one from St. Anthony's wanted that ball.
Glaring sun on the face of that Antonian defender, but they should have called for it. Like you said, didn't show any intention of collecting that ball. And this is what you don't want against Isipathana. Scrum inside their half early on with those dangerous backs. In the contrary, perfect platform here for Isipathana to test the Antonian defense early on.
Costa with the feed. Pressure from the Antonians. Advantage for the Antonians. They managed to put pressure. It was important for the Antonian forwards to make a statement, and they are being led absolutely brilliantly by Sadhu Katukorala, wearing the number 1 jersey, the deputy skipper of the Antonian outfit. It was important that they dictate terms. First scrum is always important, and the Antonians nailed it.
Massive moment there for St. Anthony's, but they've now got to build on this. They've won the scrum against, so now they just got to clear their lines, try to play a territorial game early on, but they've also got to make sure they don't kick it right into the hands of these dangerous Isipathana players as well.
Turned over by Isipathana. Here's Isipathana. Chirat gives it to Zumri. Shahid Zumri dancing. Takes 3 men to bring him down. Isipathana now with an opportunity. Playing with advantage. Dangerous position to give away the ball and an advantage. Kanishka puts the ball to boot. Ravin Silva trying to catch it, but Sankeet, the series pass is found in the hands of a Pathana player, but to their relief, Isipathana coughing it up.
There you go. Shahid Zumri showing his intent early on. They've got to keep the shackles on that man. But St. Anthony's again surviving. And Isipathana early signs here. They're looking to spread the ball out wide using the full width of the pitch. Navin Kanishka on that occasion just putting the boot.
It's the halfback battle for me here. Costa putting pressure on the young Gunaratna. He's gotten his earlier feed in outhooked. And again, it's outhooked by Isipathana College. Chirat to Zumri. Good defensive work on him. Here's Chirat going for the line. But luckily for the Antonians, Isipathana dropped that ball cool, but still available for the dangerous men at the back. Kalidu gives it out to Silva. Silva looking for space. Brings it inches closer to the 22-meter line. But yet again, good work by Mariadas that time. On top of that ball. Good jackal work. Antonians have been wasteful with their possession, Hisham, but they can count themselves very, very lucky that they are able to get out of jail from here.
Exactly, Sudarshana. They've got 2 scrums in the same position almost. Now a penalty kick, which Kirti City should find touch. That's a good kick and will relieve some pressure for his side. And like you said, there is going to be a challenge between the 2 halfbacks and the young Antonian scrum half. He needs to get his act together. Here's Silva going through with a sudden burst of speed, but then Antonian defense had him in check. The support coming in late, and that was enough for the Antonian player. It was number 17 for St. Anthony's.
I think it was actually not Mariadas, Velagidara, the other centre, the number 12 for the Antonians. Now the Antonian forwards got their first scrum right, but don't get their first line out right because that was crooked. Now they have an opportunity yet again to regroup. They made a mistake, yes, but they've dominated Isipathana in the previous scrum. You got to have that discipline to try and switch back on and make sure you regroup and put pressure again in this scrum.
Exactly, because the set piece is a big part of Isipathana's game this year, and most teams have not been able to do that, exert pressure, which has given Isipathana the opportunities to launch attacks at will in most of the occasions so far. So Costa with the feed in. Referee towards the short arm. Free kick. Here's Kanishka. Here's Chamduchirat going through the defense. Has support. Goes into contact. Still going. The Burley centre. The ball is available. There you go. Anthony's trying to exert pressure at the breakdown. But then they concede the penalty. The ruck was formed, says the referee.
Well, Antonians doing the hard work right, but while you try to put pressure on that ruck, once a ruck is formed, there is no hands allowed in that ruck, which is why they have been penalized. There will be no hesitation. One of the highest point scorers of the league will opt to go to points, and that's good by Isipathana College. We will want to play this one tactically, because when it comes to the Antonians, they can play that territorial game well.
Exactly, Sudarshana. So it's getting the basics right, and a good call here, I believe, by the Isipathana skipper to go for 3 points. Looks like 30 meters out. Vinesh Silva lines it up. Hush at Longdon Place. Silva with his approach thumps it straight down the middle. The crowd will tell you the flags go up and Isipathana take the lead. 7 minutes gone.
Silva moves to 34 points and is the highest point scorer in the Dialog Schools Rugby League 2023. Starting week 4, and if you know anything about how Vinesh Silva has played so far this season, it'll be difficult to keep him away from points. Antonians need to refocus. Keithisiri with a good high-hanging kick, plenty time on it, but Isipathana do wonderfully well to collect that through Gamage. Now a big run from the Isipathana forward, who presents it beautifully to Costa. Kanishka, long cutout pass to Silva. Silva steps out, sets back in, makes the ball available. Costa. Now Kanishka straightening in is the big forward Fernando. Now numbers for Isipathana. Gamage in the tram line, makes it available. Ball jumps out. Antonians have been absolutely blessed with unforced, uncharacteristic unforced errors from Isipathana in the red zone. Here's Zumri. Shahid Zumri trying to step the last man. Doesn't get away. Need to hold their discipline as the Antonians around the rocks. Losing their balance over the rock is not going to get you any advantage. Putting pressure around the rock is what you need to do. Try and slow that ball coming out for Isipathana. Kanishka, Zumri, back of the hand, running the lines. Oh, what a beauty if it was to be, but no, foot in touch. That would have made for all-time great highlight reels if Silva managed his footing, but was not to be.
Well, once again, Zumri with an audacious back of the hand pass, draws the man out the back door. Silva That push was enough. Tried his best, just barely, but I doubt whether he went out. But the linesman was on the spot to call that. But my God, St. Anthony's really need to slow this game down because Isipathana are playing at a high speed pace, which will tire an opposition if they keep on keep on defending like this.
Antonians have gotten the memo. They are looking to put pressure in all those rucks. Hisham, if what they need to do is they need to control their aggression. If you are not going to be able to win that physical battle, do not tire yourself there, but regroup for the next ruck coming in. Important defensive line out for Antonians. Overthrown but collected by Atukorala. Makes it available. Isipathana have managed to pounce on that. Comes away with it. Entering from the sides, spot on. Chiras was the culprit and referee Alexander was right there.
Well, off your screen, St. Anthony's players hands on their hips. They're feeling the effects of all this running, and most of the running has been backwards, a lot of defending. But lucky for them, it's just 3 points they've conceded so far in this opening 10 minutes. Kirtishri looking to clear it. Would have wanted a bit more mileage on that kick, but nevertheless he does find touch. But then again, another crucial line out for St. Anthony's. They're still inside the Isipathana half.
Mehisara Hettiarachchi carrying it, but coming from the side like it was nobody's business. It was Chirat Thirsa, the Antonian line out this time, collecting it cleanly. Looking to set it up, but obstruction called by the referee.
St. Anthony's just aren't making things easy on themselves. They've got plenty of opportunities to get out of there. They just keep on butchering these opportunities. They set up for a rolling maul inside their half. Navin Kanishka puts the ball into touch. Isipathana 10 meters out from their try line. And St. Anthony's, given the fact how they defended the rolling maul against Wesley, would be a bit cautious here. In my opinion, they would have to contest this. Isipathana opting for a 4-man line out, a short line out. They go long. The ball is fumbled. And St. Anthony's have possession.
Antonians now looking to attack from their own 22. Kirtishri puts the ball to boot. Silva to Kalindu. Kalindu brings it forward, and here's Kodituaku for Isipathana. Costa to Abdul. Now on a run was Mehisara. Silva, Gamage on the outside. But good defensive work by the Antonians. Isipathana now looking for options. Jayavira is met with the hard tackle on top of that ball, but there was a ruck formed, and the Antonian line has been deemed offside by the referee.
You can see St. Anthony is just gasping for air. They just got to slow things down. And Isipathana once again opting for 3 points. That's an interesting call, but I feel the right call indeed, just to get away from St. Anthony's, trying to drift away from the scoreboard. They have been the dominant side, but they've not have any points to show for that matter.
I think that's a backhanded compliment for the Antonian defense as well. Hisham, although they butchered the possession that they've received, they have been quite disciplined in their defense. But also they have been disciplined in their defensive pattern, but not really in their defense, giving away defensive penalties. Silva lining it up. Should be regulation for him. No problem. Right through the middle. Silva adds 3 more points, 6-0 in favor of Isipathana College, and increases his personal tally to 37 points.
So St. Anthony is now walking slowly towards the center field. First things first, they've got to get some territory, play some rugby of their own. They've been doing a lot of running, lateral running, and a lot of defensive work, which is not going to help any team when you do that in the early stages of the game. Kirtisuri with the restart.
Here's Kirtisuri with the restart. Good high-hanging kick. Their chasers need to try and back it up. Gamage safely brings it to the ground, letting Isipathana reset. The forwards have been an important unit for Isipathana in this past couple of years. Kanishka to Zumri. Here's Zumri looking for Silva. Silva finds Khalidu. Desperate tackle from the Antonian 7.
Like you said, Sudarshana, St. Anthony's really are putting up some solid defensive work in open play. Solid tackles, they are quick at the breakdown, trying to exert a lot of pressure. But it's just those penalties and these little mistakes that keep costing them.
Yes, the penalties are being piling up. They are marking their men, they are doing their cover defensive work. But the next action they do, they need to be careful. As Pathana comes close to the 22 meters of the Antonians. And every time you give Pathana possession in your own territory, that can be trouble. Mihsari Hoitarach has been an absolute versatile player, isn't it, for the Isipathanians. It's always nice to see players breaking the norms. He's the person who throws the ball to the line out, wearing number 4. He's a good carrier of the ball as well. Lovely throw, but Abdul misses it. Not straight is the call by referee Alexander, but nobody jumped for it. There was no contest.
Just a little praise on him, and you jinxed the man, Sudarshana. St. Anthony's once again with a scrum. They've got more than a couple of scrums here in this position.
Well, the Antonians playing with the Eagles' luck. They've managed to get away multiple times. Here's a scrum finally coming their way. Kirtisuri puts it up. Underneath it is Silva, who makes a hash of that one. Antonians with possession on the halfway mark. Need to protect it. Atukorala takes it in. Here's Sasindu Senak. Need to support their body weight around the ruck, St. Anthony's. If you're off feet, you're off the game. Happy to slow it down. Keep it real close. This is how they'd want to play. But you got to make sure your timing and your act is right, because the Pathanians are also privy to that, because they have a very good set of forwards who can match up with any in this contest.
Yes, exactly, Sudarshana. And a good set of third row forwards as well. They're very quick to pounce on loose balls. So Navin Kanishka kicks it out to touch. Isipathana with a line out now on the other side of the pitch towards the grandstand.
This is good from the Antonians, who are wanting to slow this game and make sure that they push pressure on Isipathana as much as they possibly can. That time the Antonian forward were being a little over enthusiastic. Good carry by Jayavira. Now good pressure. Good work there by Yasir Gomage from St. Anthony's, but there was a penalty already on offer, with the line being offside.
Costa, they're getting smashed on the tackle, but the player was from an offside. Just a bit too eager by the Antonian defender, according to the referee. But once again, St. Anthony is up to the mark with their tackles. But it's these penalties and these infringements at the breakdown that is keep on costing them with possession, with territory. And Isipathana now with another attacking line out. 5 meters out or 10 meters out from the try line. They've been here before, but the lineouts too haven't been functionally 100% effectively for Isipathana.
4-man for Isipathana, who bring it down and set it up. Advantage in favor of Isipathana as the Antonians infringe, but they won't need it as Jayavira comes away with the ball. Dunit Jayavira of Isipathana touching down with a 4-man line out being set up. Brilliantly done by the Green Machine, who scored their first try of the game. 11 points to 0. Antonians now under pressure.
Yes, now they will be under pressure because Isipathana is now drifting away from the scoreboard. There you go, 4-man line out, but Isipathana opting with that drive. And Nisaja over the line, grounding it. And the first try for Isipathana in this game. So Mirine Silva now with the conversion. He's fired across 2 penalties. But this time, this is from a very tricky angle. These penalties can be the most difficult because of the angle.
Silva lining it up. Has 37 points to his name. And that is ever so slightly missing the upright for Silva. First kick that is missing today. 2 out of 3. But the Antonians need to try and score something before they go into half time, which will be a feel-good factor. And that man in the number 10 jersey can easily bomb you from 55 meters out, Hisham. Antonians haven't gotten themselves in good positions to try and earn a penalty. Here's Isipathana collecting cleanly. Costa to Jayavira, who just scored. Has a little bit of a spring in his step. Kanishka to Zumri. Zumri gives it out quickly. Silva, Rene Silva, 1 man to beat. Silva takes the outside road. Silva still going. And Rene Silva may have missed 2 points. But how about 5?
What a try by Silva. Take a bow. Had so much work to do despite receiving a good pass there. But brilliant strength. He's not the biggest, skinny tall lad. But what a run by the young winger. And just adds to his growing personal points tally this season as well.
What a performance by that lad. Take a look at this one. Colombo, good pass out. Beats the first man with pace. Get out of my way. steps out of Kirtisiri, and a no give to Gunaratna. Goodbye, says Rinesh Silva, and decides I'll make it easier for myself for the conversion, and touches down right underneath the post. Absolutely brilliant stuff. 42 points with the conversion to come for Rinesh Silva, and Isipathana are ever so quickly on to 16, and now 18 points to nil within a span of 7 minutes. Hisham, it happened so very quickly, from 6 points to nil to 18 points to nil. This is how Isipathana have managed to break the spirits of a lot of very confident teams.
But still, Sudarshan, like you said just before this score, it's not all over for St. Anthony's. All they have to do is just get on the scoreboard, try to get some confidence off the scoreboard. Because remember, they are also fighting for a promotion for a berth in the second round. And that man there has to marshal his troops now, lead them from the front. With another restart, here's Sahan Kirtisiri. Good
high-hanging kick, but I prefer to have much more dedicated runners underneath the balls, putting pressure on Isipathana. Here's Jayavira yet again. Costa to Kanishka, quick ball out. This time an inside ball. There's been lost forward in favor of...
I think the referee was accidentally in between the things, in between the action rather, so he had to call for a scrum. But Isipathana won't mind that.
...26 minutes on the clock, and we can tell you from being in the stands, sitting in the stands, it's quite humid. The Antonians must be feeling it now. They'll be hoping for half time to come as soon as possible. Chirat to Zumri, Kalindu gives it out to Kodituaku, who's been bundled into touch. Antonians using the touch line well.
Young Kodituaku could have cut back inside, made things a bit easy for his supporting runners. But Antonians have there, I guess.
Antonians have been, like we mentioned before, they've been very good with their defensive pattern and also making those one-on-one tackles. They haven't missed many tackles, Hisham, except for the two that Isipathana went on to score. But it's their next action in the ruck that has really affected him. Gold 3-in-1 wash, cool blast. Gold hair and body wash, which is ideal for all sportsmen, like we said. Pretty handy to have that in your bag, but the Antonians are managing to get that. Here's an ambitious throw. You need discipline when you have possession. You can't give away possession center field to a team who love to run from set pieces. Hisham, they have plenty in their book, plenty that gets commended by superstars of the rugby world.
Here we go, centre field scrum. Costa has options either side. Kanishka, Chirat. On the other side, Costa decided to go on the way of Kanishka. Switches back inside to Chirat. Another switch inside to Zumri. Here's Costa to Nisanja. Referee playing advantage for a high shot there. Costa feeds it out to loose ball for once. Ahmed. Kanishka deciding to punt it forward. Did the St. Anthony's player take it in out to touch? Yes, he did. The referee will come back for the original penalty. Just asking the Anthony's player just to keep the tackle. Zumbi there, needing some attention. But once again, a centre field scrum for Isipathana, this time inside their half. So yet again, options either way for Costa. Needs to get the feed in. Does so. The ball is at the back. Nisanja this time floats it to Chamdu Chirat. Here's Costa. Good tackle, lose it forward. But the ball is loose. St. Anthony's could be scoring their first try again. That's the first try for St. Anthony's College.
Roshan Kumar touches down for the Antonians. This is something that was absolutely necessary for the Antonians. Some oxygen, some IV to pump them up, to try and make them believe that they have a chance in this one. Kirtisiri will have to put in the extras and put icing on the cake. They wanted to score, they've managed to score against the run of play, and they will be absolutely delighted. Take a look at this. It looked like a dangerous move, but pressure on Costa from Kirtisiri. Brilliant work from Kumar to anticipate that ball, and he had the speed to outrun Kalindu without a problem. And touches down brilliantly Roshan Kumar. And here's Kirtisiri, a left footer. Bread and butter for him, but misses it. Makes it go to the right of the field. So not a good start for the Antonian skipper.
Just got to put that behind his back.
Early in your screens, I think was the Durangoda, wasn't it, Hisham? Tinetra Durangoda, I believe the sibling of Surya, is it? They look so much alike, but a little bit more conditioning. He'll look like his older brother. As Isipathana restart, Antonians need to hold on to possession, respect possession of the ball. Try and be on the attacking side of the ball and not the defensive side of the ball. Here's Kirtisiri again kicking. Not a very good idea to kick to a team who love to chase, who love to run the ball. Kalindu making it look like he's playing a game of tap rugby at the back of his backyard. Amjad, a bit of a Nalakavira Kodi that time, not wanting to collect that ball. Here's Rinesh from space, loses his footing. Isipathana to football, but the pass to Kumar, who was hoping for a repeat, was a little too ambitious, Hisham.
Silva slipped the ball. He decided to let it go loose. And there, Durangoda, inexperienced, decided to put the boot. Didn't, and there you go. Had he caught the ball, he could have had the speed to go around Zumbri. You never know. But St. Anthony's, another opportunity lost. But yet again, it's from an Isipathana mistake, which they should be a bit careful. They're throwing the ball around. It's all good when it goes to hand, but when you let it go like a hot potato like that, the opposition will always be looking to pounce on that loose ball.
Take a look at the forwards, both set of forwards. Spent taking big chunks of bread. Costa with the potential. Finds Kanishka to Silva. Gives it to Kalindu. Ambitious pass. Isipathana still keeping it alive. Kanishka goes to ground. Costa gives it to the charging number 8, but that's a forward pass. Closing minutes of this first half here at Longden Place. 3 minutes to go in this first half. 18 points to 5. Yes, referee Alexander was right on spot to make that call. Jayavir
just got the timings wrong there. Costa. St. Anthony's now with the feed into this scrum. Like you said, just under 2 minutes, you could say, for half time. They would either want to go without conceding any more points, but they will love if they can add to their own points tally. Kirtisiri forces a wide pass. The Antonian player decided to go into contact. Holding on was the call by the referee.
Amjad was isolated. Hasn't had a very good game. That should have called Kumar in and given the ball in. Concedes a penalty. 30 seconds to go according to the referee's clock, as Kanishka gets his team to the vicinity of the 22 meters. Here's Setyarachi with the put in. Kanishka to Chirat Silva. Well, bounces on Abdul. The forwards are going to hear an earful for being in the middle of the Isipathana backline. But at half-time, a very interesting one, 18 points to 5. Pathana looking confident, but would have preferred to have a couple more tries to their name. They've been made to work for their scores. Antonians, on the other hand, will be ruining the missed chances, missed opportunities and unforced errors. Half-time confirmation, 18 points to 5 in favor of Isipathana, who scored 2 tries to a solitary try by the Antonians. And, if you are at home on this Saturday, let me tell you, Hillscrest Naimeris, the bite that bites back. The chicken sausages would be absolutely brilliant accompaniment for any of your gatherings during the weekend. As we take a look at the special moments of the first half, Isipathana pretty much gave a backhand compliment to the Antonian defense, which was making life pretty uncomfortable for them in the first couple of exchanges. Scored 2 penalties, but then the forwards getting in on the act, and Jayavira touching down for Isipathana. This was a piece of brilliance for Silva. Lovely bit of footwork, and gets away from the desperate tackle of the Antonian halfback, touching down underneath the post with no trouble. Just before it concluded, Silva has had a very good day with the boot as well. But this one would have given some hope to the Antonians and the supporters alike. A try against the run of play by Roshan Kumar, scoring his 4th of the season and giving some hope to the Antonians, cutting the deficit to 13 points. We'll take a quick commercial break, and when we come on the other side, we will have the action of the second half. Isipathana taking on the Antonians.
ජීවිතය අත්දිනින්න ආත්ම විශ්වාසයෙන් නැගී සිටින්න bold ඔපම වෙන්න.
Enjoy the infinite possibilities of the freedom of space, inspired by the beauty of our land. Sri Lanka's finest finished, largest sized porcelain tile collection. Majestica. Lanka Tiles. Fine living redefined.
Hey, have you heard about Z?
ZZ. WeKYC.
Easy.
Mobile banking. Crazy.
Education loans and salary advances.
Amazing. Introducing the Digital Youth Account. NDBZ. NDBZ from NDB Bank. The future is banking on us.
නව වැඩි දියුණු කළ ඩැන්ඩෙක්ස් ඇක්ටිව් ක්ලිම්බසෝල් පළමු සේදීමෙන්ම ඉස්සොරි ඉවත් කරයි. හැමදාම ඩැන්ඩෙක්ස් නම්
හැමදාම no problem.
ඩැන්ඩෙක්ස් හිස නිදහසේ ඉදිරියට.
Manicure hot and spicy, trending fashion aram navy. Rasa baby, Papare beat ke Saturday ko tumhe pangavi. Nata baby, Saturday kapuna, rasa diva pairuna. Saradavi adanari ko tumhi pantama. Fun update bena, hot cup pe kakmana. Saradavi adanari ko tumhi pantama.
Prima Kotumi, Fantamai.
ඕනම දෙයක් කරන්න විදියක් තියෙනවා. ඒ තමයි තමන්ගේ විදිය. ජීවිතය අත්දිනින්න ආත්ම විශ්වාසයෙන් නැගී සිටින්න bold ඔපම වෙන්න.
With one more bite of Revelo for sunshine.
හැමදාම ඩැන්ඩෙක්ස් නම්
හැමදාම no problem.
ඩැන්ඩෙක්ස් හිස නිදහසේ ඉදිරියට.
Colombo, beautiful outside and inside.
Hey, have you heard about Z?
ZZ. WeKYC.
Easy.
Mobile banking. Crazy.
Education loans and salary advances.
Amazing. Introducing the Digital Youth Account. NDBZ. NDBZ from NDB Bank. The future is banking on us.
ඕනම දෙයක් කරන්න විදියක් තියෙනවා. ඒ තමයි තමන්ගේ විදිය. ජීවිතය අත්දිනින්න ආත්ම විශ්වාසයෙන් නැගී සිටින්න bold ඔපම වෙන්න.
Manicure hot and spicy, cheering skirt thicker than navy. Saturday baby, kappe ate, match එක fun කරලම ලාවි. Saturday baby, හිත තාල නැත වෙනා, fun නිනිම වින්නුනා. Saradavi අතනාරි කොතුමි පන්දමා, fun papare play වෙනා, set එක connect වුණා. Saradavi අතනාරි කොතුමි පන්දමා.
Prima Kotumi, Fantamai.
ඕනම දෙයක් කරන්න විදියක් තියෙනවා. ඒ තමයි තමන්ගේ විදිය. ජීවිතය අත්දිනින්න ආත්ම විශ්වාසයෙන් නැගී සිටින්න bold ඔපම වෙන්න.
Cheese රසට යාළුව සෙට් එක ස්මයිලි බෙදනවා. ඕන වෙලාවක ස්නැක් එක දැක්කම හිත ෆික්ස් වෙනවා. සරට කැමති අය දවස පුරාවට සැරයිල්ලනවා. කැලිප්සෝ මික්ස් එක ඕන වෙලාවක නැගලම යනවා. බෝරින් ලයිෆ් එක බ්‍රේක් අප් කරගෙන සල්සා නටනවා. ලුණු රටාවට අනියන් කික් එක ෆුල් හැපනින් වෙනවා.
රටටම රස බෙදෙන මංජි රස බලකාය දැන් අලුත් වෙලා. beautiful outside and inside.
හැමදාම ඩැන්ඩෙක්ස් නම් හැමදාම no problem. ඩැන්ඩෙක්ස් හිස නිදහසේ ඉදිරියට.
Cheese රසට යාළුව සෙට් එක ස්මයිලි බෙදනවා ඕන වෙලාවක ස්නැක් එක දැක්කම හිත ෆික්ස් වෙනවා සරට කැමති අය දවස පුරාවට සැරයිල්ලනවා කැලිප්සු මික්ස් එක ඕන වෙලාවක නැගලම යනවා බෝරින් ලයිෆ් එක බ්‍රේක් අප් කරගෙන සල්සා නටනවා ලුණු රටාවට අනියන් කික් එක ෆුල් හැපනින් වෙනවා
රටටම රස බෙදෙන මංජි රස බලකාය දැන් අලුත් වෙලා.
නව වැඩි දියුණු කළ ඩැන්ඩෙක්ස් ඇක්ටිව් ක්ලිම්බසෝල් පළමු සේදීමෙන්ම ඉස්සොරි ඉවත් කරයි. හැමදාම ඩැන්ඩෙක්ස් නම් හැමදාම no problem. ඩැන්ඩෙක්ස් හිස නිදහසේ ඉදිරියට.
Colombo, beautiful outside and inside.
The time has come, once again, for the Warriors to battle in pursuit of supremacy. Dialog Schools Rugby League. The battle for supremacy starts in June.
Season 1 දැනුම Season 2 චරිතාවලිය Season 3 ක්‍රීඩා විප්ලව.
Welcome back to the live action brought to you on Sri Lanka's #1 sports hub www.thepapare.com and also on Dialog TV channel number 126 and on all social media platforms of the Papare.com. Isipathana already in the field, getting ready, pumping themselves up. This green machine does not stop. They want to keep rumbling. 18 points to 5 is how the score stands at the end of the first half. Antonians getting a consolation try against the run of play. Keeps Isipathana waiting. Antonians coached by former star Isipathana man Srinath Surya Bandara, who knows what it's like to be in that green jersey. Warm welcome to all our viewers from overseas as well. It's absolutely wonderful to have your support to continue to do what we love to do, to bring you all these games. Isipathana has been given a decent run by the Antonians, isn't it? As we see Imran Bistamin, one of the standout number 8s of our generation. And for some of the younger viewers that might be a little old, but yeah, Hisham Bistamin in his heyday was a terrific player for both the Antonians Kandy and also for Sri Lanka, as well as the Antonians finally make their way back to the center.
Well, whatever. Well, that's nice to see. The Antonian prefects in full cry. Well, St. Anthony's just got to make sure whatever their coach told them at half-time, first things first, do not let Isipathana get off the blocks like they did in the first half. They've got to play the game at their own pace, dictate terms, show aggression at the breakdown. Isipathana are not comfortable. We have seen that. in the past as well. And it all depends on if they can pin Isipathana inside their own half and try to dictate terms from there onwards. But it's not going to be easy. Naveen, Kanishka and co have plans of their own. So here's Kirtisiri. Good high hanging kick yet again, but this time Kodituakku collects it cleanly. The tackler needs to roll away.
That time a bit of a harsh call by referee Alexander. Maybe a couple of seconds late on arriving there. Kanishka now with an opportunity to get his team the territorial advantage. Comes to the halfway mark. Interestingly, Antonians now will be playing with the wind, Hisham. They were playing against the wind.
Well, that would be music to the ears of Sahan Kirtisiri. Isipathana with the throw-in. The ball was held. This time there's no infringement, says the referee. It was all good. But Isipathana, the ball comes on the side of St. Anthony's, but the referee says otherwise and awards another penalty for Isipathana. So this will give them another opportunity to get over the halfway line and cross into the Antonian zone. Kanishka yet again, not huge distance in that kick, but there's fine touch. Shamathi Roshan barking instructions for his fellow forwards. He's been brilliant at line-out time for Isipathana. So this time they're going with a full complement of players at line-out. Chamat does well to collect that. Was he brought to ground early on? But did the ball travel forward? Yes, it has. And the referee awards a scrum.
Well, if you have not subscribed to the 6, 7, 8 rugby updates, here it is for you from the other 4 games. St. Thomas's versus St. Joseph's at half-time was 9 points to 12 in favour of the Josephians. At half-time, Royal College were tied against Dharmaraj at 12 points all. And at Pallekale, Trinity College leading 24 points to 3 against Science. And Zahira under pressure at Maradana against St. Peter's. 15 points to 0. Gunaratna to Kirtisiri, long cut-out pass. Here's Antonians with some conviction. The fullback, lovely offload. Cuts back inside, needs support. Good work by the Antonians. Gunaratna now to the fullback. Kirtisiri cuts back inside, goes to the ground. Oh, just absolutely silly mistakes by the Antonians with their building faces, making it look like they believe they can go all the way, just giving away possession cheaply. Player is down for the Eagles, have been left behind. Seems like he's gotten hit on the face.
Cannot see who the player is from this angle. But if it is their hooker, who was having this discomfort during the first half as well. The referee wants the doctor to check him out because seems to be an injured Injury on the head, or knock on the head rather.
Referee Alexander wanting to have a word with the doctor. Doctor wanting to have a look at the player. Referee Alexander not happy, and orders a replacement following that recognize and remove process. He gets the final decision on player safety, and I think rightfully so, because he's been struggling, Galanga, throughout the game. You ask the player, he will say he wanted to continue, but it's the responsibility of the more senior man to try and decide whether he can continue or not. Penalty in favor of Isipathana. Kanishka with a chance to get into the opposition 50. Advances his team about 35 meters just inside the opposition territory. Antonians now need to really put their hands up and show their intention. Quite literally put their hands up and spoil this line out. Isipathana coming away with it, passes to no one. Zumri catches it on the bounce. Quick ball available for Isipathana. Kanishka to his forwards. Good tackle on him by Atukorala. Kanishka putting the ball to boot. At the back was Kirti Siri. Was happy to let it bounce out, trusting his forwards to try and secure from a similar position where Isipathana had their previous line out.
It's good to see St. Anthony's doing some good rush defense, forcing Isipathana to go out wide. And when they try to get a hit off the centre field channel, the St. Anthony's defense is right at their face. So they are in for the fight. The Antonians opting for a 5-man line-out, St. Anthony's College on this occasion. Important line-out for them. They cannot afford to make any mistakes. Well, Abdullah has other ideas, but the ball goes out to touch. Did it? The referee, I think, did signal that, the assistant referee, but the play goes on. Here's Costa. Sends it out wide to Zumri. Floats it to Rene Silva. Pops it on the tackle. But the referee deems it went forward, and I think it did. Brilliant link-up play once again, this time between Zumri and Rene Silva. But, however, you have to give credit for St. Anthony's. They've got their tackles spot on. Zumri just couldn't collect it. So yet again, St. Anthony's. It's been a stop-start affair, regardless of the flair Isipathana have been showcasing in this game. They've not been able to go end on end throughout passages of play. And St. Anthony's won't mind that as well.
Yes, I think that's playing into the hands of the Antonians, who would really like it to be played as slow as they possibly can. Kuduratna needs to pick himself up around this rock. It's just that Shahandu Costa has been in his ear constantly as a dark cloud ventures into London Place. Will the skies open up? We will have to wait and see, and how that will change the complexion of the game. Gunaratna available at the back. Here's Kethi Siri. Puts it high up underneath it. Esa Kodituaku to Kalindu. Kalindu with a switch run from Silva. Here's Rinesh Silva. Puts in a little dink. Luckily for the Antonians, they managed to hold on to the ball. Kicking to this Isipathana back three is absolutely dangerous. If you don't have dedicated runners backing your kicks up. Antonians now. Kethi Siri yet again opts for the boot. Underneath it is the danger man, Silva to Kanishka. Here's Kalindu. Gives it to Kodituaku. Straightening run by him. Costa to Kanishka. Plenty of numbers for Isipathana. Jayavira on a free run. Jayavira still going just outside the 22 meters. Isipathana, quick ball available in the short side. Silva offloads to his skipper. Now Hettiarachi carrying the ball forward. Advantage in favor of Isipathana College. Antonians guilty of offside line, not 10 meters now. Zumri takes it quickly for Isipathana. Hettiarachi told to release the ball. Isipathana forwards now deciding to take matters to their own hands.
Number 17.
Not 10 meters. Now the Antonian number 17 in trouble.
17.
Can be sent to the bin for 10 minutes.
17. Kuda, not 10 meters, no sakal gana back, right?
Agita Munasinghe sent to the bin. Antonians reduced to 14 men till the 55th, till around the 55th minute of this game, and that's not going to be very good news for St. Anthony's.
Well, playing against a fully complemented side against the Isipathana team is difficult, let alone just 14. So Isipathana this time opting for the scrum. 5 meters out from the try line. We've got Silva lined up to the right of your screen. And the rest of the backs onto the left.
7-man scrum on either side with the Antonian yellow card. Kanishka to Jayavira. Wouldn't have scored an easier try. Nesith Jayavira, that extra man from the scrum who was in the line, being sent into a beautifully created try by Naveen Kanishka, but it's Dunit Jayavira getting his second of the game. Another one of those mobile Isipathana third rowers.
Well, he's been doing a lot of hard work in this game, Jayavira, in defense as well as in attack. A lot of running with the ball. And his second try of the game. He's in a lot of discomfort, I think, when he dived over. Maybe just dived over the ball as well. Seems to be okay. Gets a pat on the back from the Antonian defender as well. That's nice to see. The try scorer, Sanjay Jayavira, is okay. So 23 points to 5. It can be a 20-point game if Silva can slot this over. The conversion is successful. So a 20-point gap. Isipathana with their 3 tries now will want to get that bonus point, which they have been successful in getting.
$25 points to 5. Take a look at the lovely work. Antonians weren't privy to that extra number who wasn't in the scrum. Keetisiri with the restart. Good high hanging kick, but no chases behind it. Costa stepping his way to the 10-meter mark. Play on, says the referee. Antonians managing to jackal it, but won it back by the Pathanians. So now cough it out. 25 points to 5. Isipathana now looking to break the shackles. Hisham, they know they have a very comfortable cushion here, but will want to make sure that they go back to the game that they want to try and master with one eye on the Super Round.
Well, yes, but from a coach's perspective, I think, Sudarshan, this is a point where the coaches or the Isipathana team in general needs to look into. They've not been able to go full throttle throughout the game. They have been good in patches though. A slight dip in attack or lapse in defense has given opportunities for opposition teams to come back at them. And this time it was a mistake by the number 4. But here we go, St. Anthony's loose ball. Ball is loose. Chamdi Chirat comes away with it. Referee playing advantage for a knock forward by the Antonian player, but the ball is still available. This time Jaivira trying to bustle his way through. Costa finds Kanishka.
Number 1 offside.
Here's Mihisara. Isipathana still with ball. The prop forward throws out the pass. Kanishka drops it cold. But the referee is playing advantage. Referee stops the clock as well. There's Isipathana player on the ground. That's one of their prop forwards. It's Kavin Tarusha. Seems to have got a knock on the shoulder. Well, there's another Isipathana player down as well.
Yes, I think the other Pathana player who's on the floor is of concern to many who are on that side. It was a head-on-head collision.
The referee is having a chat with his AR.
Seems like the Antonian deputy skipper Atukorala is going to be in trouble, and he will see yellow as well for a late charge, and rightfully so.
Well, St. Anthony is now down to 13 men, and this will remain for at least the next 5 minutes until they get the other player in. So they really need to get their defense sorted out, as well as their game management as well here, St. Anthony's. And Isipathana just gives confidence for them. Navin Kanishka slices that kick. His touch finders haven't been the best throughout the season, Sudarshana. That's one area I think where the coaching staff of Isipathana will look to improve as well.
I think Navin Kanishka is that kind of player who plays on the confidence of his kicking as well. When he's kicking well, he plays very well. So being the captain, taking that responsibility off him wouldn't be... Oh, what an opening created by Zumri. Here's Rinesh Silva. Changing direction. Scores his second. If you were wowed by the first, how about this? How about this? Absolute brilliant stuff by Zumri to open that gap up. Scoring that was Rinesh Silva, crashing in on a brilliant line.
Zumri delayed that pass. Lovely find. Look at this for the step. Dances around that man. Leaves the man for dead.
Well, I tell you, the viewers, you can keep looking at that replay, but from where we are sitting, right on top of the clubhouse at CR&FC. We saw this from behind, and Zumri creating that gap and that running line from Rehan Silva. I tell you, absolute brilliant stuff. Isipathana changing gears now, making it look like it was so very easy. If the Antonians don't focus, that 2 men down, 13 against 15 with Isipathana College can be a long evening. But if they want inspiration, it's that man they can take it from. Sahan Keetisiri chasing it down, 30 points to 5, being the skipper, blocking the kick, showing his troops, you are not done until the long whistle. Keetisiri has been kicking those beautiful weighted long kicks, Hisham, every restart, but the commitment from the chasers hasn't been the same.
Well, here's Navin Kanishka now, collects the ball, shows the dummy, goes through, but is brought down. Still Costa with the ball. Here's Kalindu, here's Zumri. Decides to put the boot in. Referee playing advantage, perhaps for a late charge on the Isipathana player. Not so sure. Yes. And Costa takes it quick, trying to increase the tempo. Here's Chamdu Chirat. Finds Kalindu. Here's Chamat Eroshan. Going through the Antonian defense, still going, pumps his legs, good leg drive, still going, desperate Antonian defense here. Costa wants quick ball. It was quite cynical by the Antonian player there. This might be another warning.
St. Anthony is now losing the plot, absolutely losing the plot here. And Isipathana are looking to run riot. 30 points to 5 at Longden Place. Patna have now secured a bonus point, and by all indication they are going for a comfortable win, which will increase their points tally after 5 games, Hisham, to 30 points out of a possible 30. Clean record for Isipathana. They'll be happy that they've been able to be consistent throughout the season. Now it's a matter of going all the way. When you are in the Isipathana team, it's expected of you to try and maintain the quality of the previous teams or do better.
Exactly.
This team, those have started well to do better by winning the 7th trophy as well. Live now, St. Thomas's 26 points to 24 St. George's. So the Thomians in the lead with 2 points at Royal Complex. Royal College 26 points to 15 against Dharmaraja, and 15-0 still at Maradana, where Pete Wrights are leading. They still don't have that bonus point, and 31 points to 10 up in Pallekele. Trinity with the bonus point in Pallekele.
Coming back to what you said, Sudarshana, yes, there have been brilliant Isipathana sides throughout, but this Isipathana side will have an added pressure on them. They are trying to do what no Isipathana side has done since 1997, retain their own league title. The last team to do that was in 1997 under Wajira Hebage's captaincy. Well, the ball is loose, but still play on. The ball went backwards. Here's Nisanja bumping off tackle, still on his feet, goes to ground eventually. Costa wants quick ball, gets it, finds Kanishka. Not the best of kicks, straight into the Antonian defense. Now they have a chance to break, but they're inside their zone. The player decides to go into contact. They need to secure possession. They do that. Loose ball to the big second rower. The referee, Chamat Eroshan, tried his best to get away, but was just inside that. But St. Anthony's won't mind this. A penalty inside their half, just to get some fresh air.
I think Antonians need to use this passage of play very, very carefully and cleverly. They may be down and out, they may be losing this game, but they need to get their confidence back. And who better to do that than against a quality opposition like Isipathana.
Kirtisiri with a brilliant touch finder there. Brings play into the Isipathana half. And that's what that man can bring. It's a gifted left boot. There you go, Chamati Roshan. I think that was, the penalty was on the previous occasion. Previous breakdown rather. So there seems to be a substitution for Isipathana. That's Hansadu Fernando being taken off, and he'll be replaced by Mapitagama.
One complaint I'd have against Kirtisiri is the fact that he's kicked away possession too many times to my liking, Hisham, especially with a team like Isipathana. You don't want to be kicking to those dangerous runners as Anthony's scavenge that line out. Kirtisiri takes the ball into contact, takes it in, makes it available. That player needs to roll away. Made no attempt, Abdul, in rolling away. Here's a carry by Kotuila. It's been put under pressure. Kirtisiri puts the ball to boot. Now that advantage was coming his way. Abdul not rolling away from the ruck. Would have preferred to have Roshan Kumar being used a little more. Hisham, the Antonian try scorer, has a lot of speed. Good runs by him as well all around the park. Knows his way to the try line, having scored 4 tries.
Here we go, St. Anthony's opting for the scrum. Of course, they've no option. They are still one man short. Just need to send this ball out wide. They have brilliant runners of their own as well. Just not being able to showcase any flair in this game as much as they would have liked to. The ball is out. They switch play. Sahan fed with a loose ball, but the pass was forward. Deems the referee. It'll be a scrum now for Isipathana. Just like that, St. Anthony's give away possession.
Pressure coming in on the forwards. Antonians wanted the scrum, but they were prepared to front it up. They thought it was given that from a penalty you would get the ball, but pressure put on them, and Gunaratna offloading to Kirtisiri under pressure.
So Isipathana making another change. That's Tehan Ranavira coming in for Chamidu Chirat. So Isipathana just outside their 22. The ball is out. Referee playing advantage. Naveen deciding it to chip it ahead. The referee has stopped play. Zumbi doesn't know it. They're having a game of their own. Having a few words exchanged as well. And the referee will call back for the initial infringement, so that will be a penalty for Isipathana.
That's okay. Come quick, come down. It's a penalty.
A lot of chattering down in the middle.
Line outside. Line out. Get back in.
Was a penalty. Kanishka. Another opportunity now. Decent kick, you would say. It's about 20 meters with that kick. Brings play just outside the halfway mark. So just over 10 minutes to go in this game. So Isipathana seemingly have wrapped this game up, but they will want to add more to their scoreboard here. Chamat sends it to Costa. Yes, Tehan, first touch, met with a huge tackle. The referee says penalty to Isipathana yet again. And this has been the Achilles heel of St. Anthony's throughout this game. So much of defensive work just thrown out the back door. And just piling on pressure themselves. And when you just keep on inviting this Isipathana side with penalties, with free kicks, it's not going to help you.
Interesting call, isn't it? Not to go to touch. You'd think they'd want to try and hone their line outs, but the lifters must have said, yeah, we've lifted enough for today. 30 points to 5. We've gotten the bonus point as well. Yes, Isipathana playing with advantage. Ranavira to Kalindu. Kalindu steps in, steps out, and Gamage vintage Isipathana with the fullback with a counter-attacking run, brings the ball forward and gets in a supporting forward to go all the way.
Well, the new man, Tehan Ranavira, throwing an offload of his own right at the tackle. And then Kalindu release into space. Nippy run by the fullback. Then release. Here we go. Costa to Gamage. That was Ranavira. Good offload. Releases Kalindu into space. Jinxing run. Finds a supporting runner in Chamati Roshan. On his way to the try line. Beautiful stuff by Isipathana. And that's their 5th try of the game. And Rinesh Silva slots over the conversion. So it's 37 points to 5. So with this loss, also the hopes of St. Anthony's reaching the second round look to be fading away. And now with the current games underway, DSN Anayaka, St. Thomas's College, depending on their result against St. Joseph's today, and of course St. Joseph's, look to be the 3 teams that will be vying for a second place spot in this group.
Yes, this group was called the group of death for not for no reason. Hisham has a lovely collection by the try scorer Hiroshi Gamage. Yes, Ranavira met with a big tackle, and that's going to be a penalty for holding on. Atukorala, who's come back to the field after spending 10 minutes in the bin, to Gunaratna. Gunaratna still going. Gunaratna stopped just inches away from the try line. Antonian forwards going for the line and have scored a try. This time it was the number 8, Jude Rialano, touching down. A consolation try that they can think about, travelling uphill.
The new man, Tehan Ranavira there, caught in a heavy tackle, conceded the penalty, but credit to St. Anthony's, took the quick tap, didn't waste any time, caught the Isipathana defence napping, and close range. They finish off the move and get their second try. Well, St. Anthony's have nothing to lose now. They might as well go all-out attack and try to get at least another try in this game. Certainly have the time to do so.
There's just 7 minutes remaining. They need to go all out, empty your tanks, because every single point you score will matter as Ketasiri adds in the extras. 12 points to 37.
Isipathana ringing out the changes. Avishka Hiran has made his way into the pitch. He has replaced Navin Kanishka, the skipper. So has Shakib Zumri as well, the brother of Shahid Zumri. Costa has his day off as well. And he has been replaced by Situpa Bomet, the young scrum half. Avishka Hiran with the restart.
Antonians now playing for pride. Isipathana have run in the younger lot. Will be wanting to make sure that they try and cut the deficit of their loss. Playing with a little bit more aggression, the Antonians. Kotuvila that time to Keithisiri, puts the ball to boot. Better pressure by St. Anthony's. Kumar getting there. Now Isipathana to Zumri. Still going Zumri. Good leg work by the lad. Hetiarachi passes to no man. Ranavira under pressure gets away from the first tackler, but good committing work from the replacement. Silva being carried away, offloads to Mariadas. Big hit up. Coming back to the 22 meters, charging in is Keithisiri. Keithisiri still going. Keithisiri now brought to ground. Antonians fighting, but loses control of the ball. But referee says ruck was formed in favor of the Antonians. Quickly taken by Mariadas. Brings play into 5 meters. Antonians still fighting, despite not in catching range. Antonians have their cross. The tackler needs to release. And that's the try. Coming through Sadhu Katukorala, who spent 10 minutes in the bin. 66 minutes on the clock. 17 points to 37. It's going to be too little too late for the Eagles.
Well, yes, I think Isipathana have made a lot of changes and the youngsters are really struggling to cope up with the game. And the St. Anthony's players are taking full advantage of it, making heavy inroads, capitalizing on some mistakes as well. 2 tries have got the Anthony's support in full cry, as Keithisiri will look to slot this conversion almost from the similar position he did so a few minutes ago. A hush around Longden Place. Keithisiri lines up this kick. Looks good, is good. 37 points to 19. But just might be a little too late for St. Anthony's. Just under 3 minutes to go, just over 3 minutes to go on our clock. But St. Anthony's will get confident from this, will find a lot of confidence from this. Isipathana just will need to settle down here. A lot of youngsters in their ranks now with the substitution made. Avishka Hiran taking over the restarting duties. This time slots it down the middle. Cleanly collected by the Antonian player. Here's Keithisiri running, floats a long pass, eventually finds his player. The ball was out. Here's Keithisiri trying to show and go. This time marked well by Kavin Tarusha. Ball is loose, but still St. Anthony's with possession, but they're inside their half. Good offload by the Antonian there. Finds the center. St. Anthony's with possession. Isipathana backpedaling. St. Anthony's could have done this a lot earlier in the game. He's been held up. Eventually, the ball is loose. Bit of scrappy play here. St. Anthony is deciding it to keep it tight through their forwards, but they're in the wrong area of the pitch.
No. So again, rock ball.
That's a penalty, says the referee. The rock was formed. Isipathana, the referee wants to have a word. It's been repeated infringements here. Nisa Jaivira now.
Okay. Penalty, rock ball. Last 1 minute.
Well, we've received news. The game at Mount Lavinia has concluded with the Lady Jayathinika Shield staying in Mount Lavinia, with St. Thomas's winning that game 26 points to 24. So St. Joseph's chances of making the second round are 0 now. They are out from the first round. As Isipathana pretty much closed the door on the Antonians as well here. That's going to be a crooked throw. Referee straight away spotting that one. Antonian line out hasn't functioned too well. Live score update brought to you. 26 points to 24. That game's over. St. Thomas is winning that 136 points to 18 at Royal Complex, where Royal are running right in the second half, just like they did last time. 27 points to 0. St. Peter's versus Zahira at Maradana, and Trinity running a half century. 55 points to 10. Good run out for them, and here's St. Anthony's touching down right underneath the post to Tiron Mariadas, getting a try to their name, making the scoreline look much more respectable now. Hisham.
Well, yes, good comeback by the Antonians, but not to outdo their hard work. I think Isipathana just have made a lot of substitutions. It's their young guns playing at the moment. Easy conversion, and the referee, that's the game for Isipathana as well.
Well, with that, referee whistles full time. Antonians getting some respectability at the end about Isipathana College. Hisham, with the game finishing ever so suddenly, I think we need to decide on the NDB player of the match. Quite a bit of players really putting their hand up for Isipathana College, and I think if I am to suggest a few, it would be the double try scorer Randy Silva, who was absolutely brilliant, but being a forward myself, I think the number 8 Jayavir was impressive as well. Zumri was very good as usual, and also Shahan Costa, who's doing absolutely brilliant work from the number 9 jersey. I leave it with you to decide who the NTB player of the match is going to be.
Well, as I agree with you with those names, but I'll go with Nisanja Jayavira for today's game, simply because of the outstanding work he did, hard work he did during at the middle as well. A lot of defensive work, a lot of attacking runs made by him, which made a lot of space available for the Isipathana backs. So in my book, I'd go for Nisanja Jayavira myself.
Absolutely, I completely agree with you, Hisham. And Jayavira has been absolutely brilliant. Top stuff by him in defense, both sides of the ball, like you said, in defense and also in attack. Never stopped putting up his defensive runs and also supporting runs as well, which earned him 2 tries in the game. But what about Randy Silva? Brilliant boot, Rinesh Silva. Brilliant boot underneath him, but every time he touches the ball, it's absolutely brilliant. Full-time confirmation, 37 points to 26. Antonians getting a bonus point as well with 4 tries to their name. Isipathana, of course, getting 6 points and making sure that they finish their 5th week with 30 points on the board.
Well, hard day's work. Match week number 5. And just a reminder of this Skills Crest Naimeris. A brilliant snack for you to have half-time, full-time.
Incidentally, with the green background as well, the bite that bites back, Isipathana College have been impressive. Absolutely brilliant. The hot favorites to take the tournament. This is how it happened in the second half. Jayavira getting his second, Silva putting the conversion through as well. The highest point scorer of the league, distancing himself from Katie City. This try, absolutely brilliant stuff from Zumri, who created that space, and Silva, who ran in a terrific run. Vintage stuff. And then Khalindu coming on the wraparound, made it available to Gamage, who says thank you very much, and goes underneath the post, where Isipathana just absolutely distanced themselves from the Antonians. Isipathana getting a few fresh legs, young blood. Antonians got on a little aggressive in the closing few minutes, getting 2 tries on the board. Katie City adding the extras. Atukorala touchdown for the second try. Katie City yet again adding the extras, and that was before Maridas. Key stats of the game from London Place. Isipathana 37 points to the 26 points from the Antonians. 5 tries to Isipathana, 3 conversions and 2 penalties to their name. They started off with 2 penalties, wanting to make sure that they have points on the board. Antonians 4 tries, 3 converted, raking in 26 points. NDB player of the match, Nisaja Jayavira from Isipathana College, who wore the number 8 jersey and was absolutely incredible. With 5 games being worked out on Saturday today, the 5th week of the Dialog Schools Rugby League concludes with the 6th week upcoming. DSN Anayaka College meeting St. Thomas's. St. Thomas's have gotten a victory. DSN Anayaka got one yesterday against Kinsale. This might be a virtual playoff to find out who will join Isipathana from Group 1A. Isipathana taking on Wesley Heights, who are bottom dwellers this time around. So that should be an easy victory for Isipathana, but will be fiercely fought by Wesley at Havelock Park. St. Peter's College taking on Science at Bambalapitiya in the 6th week. They will want to make sure they continue their winning streak with a bonus point to their name. Trinity taking on Royal at Pallikale. More than the league, Trinity will be keeping their eyes locked on the prize of the Bradby Shield. Royal, on the other hand, it's a double pivot for them. The Bradby is going to be of utmost importance, but also they will have to make sure that they get that bonus point going into the second round of the league. Kingswood College take on the Antonians up in Bogambara. That's going to be played for pride of the hometown and to call shots on each other. Vidyartha taking on Zaira. That's going to be an interesting one as well, depending on how the games pan out today. All of these games will be coming to you live on Sri Lanka's #1 sports hub, www.thepapare.com, and we have been absolutely delighted to bring you all these games this week and last week as well. So join us on Sri Lanka's #1 sports hub, www.thepapare.com, and make sure that you receive all the information that you need about the Schools Rugby League 2023. Until we meet next time, next week, I'm Sudarshan Aperi signing off alongside Hisham Hamidi in the comm box and the Papare.com production and technical crew from London Place.
Your embrace so warm, with one more bite of Revelo for sunshine. Don't wanna miss this pouring rain, pleasing my soul, with one more bite of Revelo for the rain. This freedom takes me north that I have never been.
මේ ජොබ් එක අදම කරන්න ඕනේ. අදම? No problem.
ඕගොල්ලොත් එන්නේ ඉවෙන්ට් එකට. ඩ්‍රෙස් කෝඩ් එක black.
Black? No problem.
නව වැඩි දියුණු කළ ඩැන්ඩෙක්ස් ඇක්ටිව් ක්ලිම්බසෝල් පළමු සේදීමෙන්ම ඉස්සොරි ඉවත් කරයි. ස්වභාවික සාරයන් හිස පෝෂණය කරයි.
නටමුද?
No problem.
හැමදාම ඩැන්ඩෙක්ස් නම්
හැමදාම no problem.
ඩැන්ඩෙක්ස් හිස නිදහසේ ඉදිරියට.
ඕනම දෙයක් කරන්න විදියක් තියෙනවා. ඒ තමයි තමන්ගේ විදිය. ජීවිතය අත්විඳින්න, ආත්ම විශ්වාසයෙන් නැගී සිටින්න. බෝල්ඩ් ඔපම වෙන්න.
Colombo, beautiful outside and inside.
Hey, have you heard about Z?
ZZ. We KYC.
Easy.
Mobile banking. Crazy.
Education loans and salary advances. Amazing.
Introducing the Digital Youth Account. NDBZ. NDBZ from NDB Bank. The future is banking on us.
Prima Kottumi Fantamai.
Colombo, beautiful outside and inside.
ඕනම දෙයක් කරන්න විදියක් තියෙනවා. ඒ තමයි තමන්ගේ විදිය. ජීවිතය විශ්වාසයෙන් නැගී සිටින්න. Gold ඔපම වෙන්න.
හිත තාලනට වෙන වන්නිනම වින්නුනා සරදාවී අතනාරි කොක්තුමී පම්තමා කොක්තුමී පම්තමා
Prima කොක්තුමී පම්තමයි.
Enjoy the infinite possibilities of the freedom of space, inspired by the beauty of our land. Sri Lanka's finest finished, largest sized porcelain tile collection. Majestica. Lanka Tiles. Fine living redefined.
Cheese රසට යාළුව සෙට් එක ස්මයිලි බෙදනවා ඕන වෙලාවක ස්නැක් එක දැක්කම හිත ෆික්ස් වෙනවා සරද කැමති අය දවස පුරාවට සැරයිල්ලනවා කැලිප්සෝ මික්ස් එක ඕන වෙලාවක නැගලම යනවා බෝරින් ලයිෆ් එක බ්‍රේක් අප් කරගෙන සල්සා නටනවා ලුණු රටාවට අනියන් කික් එක ෆුල් හැපනින් මනවා
රටටම රස බෙදෙන මංජි රස බලකාය දැන් අලුත් වෙලා.
Hey, have you heard about Z?
ZZ. WeKYC.
Easy.
Mobile banking. Crazy.
Education loans and salary advances.
Amazing. Introducing the Digital Youth Account. NDBZ. NDBZ from NDB Bank. The future is banking on us.
හිත තාලනට වෙන වන්නිනම වින්නුනා සරදාවී අතනාරි කොක්තුමී පම්තමා කොක්තුමී පම්තමා
Prima කොක්තුමී පම්තමයි.
Colombo, beautiful outside and in.
I came from the mud. There's dirt on my hands. Strong like a tree. There's roots where I stand. Oh, I've been running from the law. Hope they won't shoot me down soon. They sing on a sleepless night. Try to catch me howling at the moon.